The new Ninja structure deck is out and I want to answer the question, is it worth for you buying this? Let's talk about this now. So the new Ninja structure deck, it was teased to go, it was leaked to go a long time ago, and we were basically expecting it any day now. I kind of was thinking that it would come with one of the festivals, because that is basically the middle point between the last release of the Purely pack and the next release of Kashtira / Rescue Ace. So we have the Ninja structure deck. The cool thing is that we have basically everything that we need to play the deck. You have to buy it 3 times because there are important cards like the Maizen, the Battle Ninja that you need 3 times. You also want 3 Mitsu, the Insect Ninja, and these are the important ultra rares in this deck. There are also other rares that you need 3 times of. The sad thing is that there is no special card that you can use in any deck. I was kind of hoping, because this card is still missing, to get the Daruma Karma Cannon, which is the trap card, which is also really nice for Labyrinth. Also works well in the sense of this ninja structure deck, because the ninjas basically have the ability to flip cards face down, to flip themselves face up. So it's all about flipping cards face down and face up. I have to say, learning the ninja structure deck is not that easy. It's not a super easy deck. It's a deck with a lot of interactions, so it's more on the tougher side. It's not a combo deck. It's more of a control mid-range kindish deck. So keep that in mind when thinking about getting this deck. But also always to say, when it comes to the structure decks, they are only costing 500, so you would need 1,500 to get the entire deck and basically be able to play it. The cool thing is that in addition to this, not the same, or not as with the Blackwing decks, where you needed a lot of extra ultra rares to really make this work. In case to make this deck here work, I guess you only need 1 or 2 additional ultra rares, one being the big insect monster that you can summon with the trap, and the other one being the Boral Sword Dragon that you can use to OTK your opponent. Both of them are quite nice, so I would say worst case you would need to craft 2 additional cards here. So getting 5 gems to get 3 packs here, and then 2 additional ultra rares will get you the ability to play this deck. In terms of power level, and I think this is obviously very important, I think this deck is not weak, and not a lot of people will know how to play against this deck or what this deck even does, because the effects, as you can see by this card being able to be scrolled down a lot, but you can also see it on this card, the texts are quite long because they have multiple effects. One important thing that you want to do is you want to end up on your Maizen, the Battle Ninja, who can then summon you another ninja from the deck. Oftentimes you will summon, where is the guy, the big one, the Geo, the Gravity Ninja, and then they are all about flipping stuff face down, flipping stuff face up, or equipping your opponent's monsters with cards, as for example the ninjutsu art tool Iron Digger. So really fun deck, really interactive. I will probably make a guide when this deck, when I've played this deck a little bit more. I would suggest, by the way, Hanzo is basically your most important starter that you want to get to start your plays here, because you can then add 1 ninjutsu card from your deck to your hand. Yeah, so in terms of power level, I think this is quite a strong deck. Is it the strongest deck in the room right now? No, of course not. Purely definitely is, but I think this is a solid rogue option, maybe at the bottom of tier 2-ish. Though keep in mind that when the full power Kashtira version comes out next month, then this deck will be probably even a bit weaker, though the flipping down or flip down face mechanic is quite nice. But yeah, in the full power Kashtira meta, this deck will definitely take a hit in terms of power level once again. But I think for the costs of 1,500 gems and then maybe 2 ultra rare crafts, you can definitely go for it, especially if you like the ninjas from an art perspective. I think that the Maizen has a really cool animation. You can definitely go for that if you like the flip face down mechanic, and if you like more of these controlish mid-range-ish decks. So that is my suggestion. I hope you have a lot of fun with the ninja structure deck, and as I said, I might bring a guide out for the deck if I play it and I am going to master it. But yeah, I wish you fun with the deck. I wish you fun in the event, and later on I will make a video about the best deck that you can use for the event, which is not a budget deck, but I think the strongest one that you can use to finish the event quickly.